Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Deadman here for Deadman Gaming. Today's video we're going to be talking about the agency and the Dr Dre contract. If you don't own an agency, get on your phone, go to the internet, go to Dynasty 8. Here they all are here. The week I'm recording this video, they are discounted. All of your upgrades as well, except for accommodation and vehicle workshop, are upgraded. I wouldn't recommend getting the first three unless you've got lots of money, because they're only cosmetic. They won't do anything to help you out. Definitely recommend getting the armory though, because you can get armor from your agency, which you're going to need for the Dr Dre contract. Recommend getting the accommodation if you can afford it, because you can spawn there. And I also recommend getting the vehicle workshop, because you can add Armani tech to vehicles that allow you to get Armani tech. Now, in order to start the Dr Dre contract, you're going to need to do a security contract first. They're on your computer in your agency office. Now, the security contracts are linked to the wall safe in your office. Once you complete 201 security contracts, your wall safe will max out at $20,000 every 48 minutes. Now, I recommend doing recover valuables. It's quite the easiest one to do that I find anyway. It takes the least amount of time. I don't recommend that you do asset protection, because that's going to take 10 minutes no matter what. All the other contracts on there are relatively easy. Like I said, I find the recover valuables the easiest. So basically what I'm doing here is flying out to a location. It's either going to be the Vanilla Unicorn down here, or it's going to be Tequila La up in Vinewood. And I was going inside, going to have some NPCs to take out. I'm looking for a safe, and then the combination of the safe. So it's pretty straightforward. Just take a heap of NPCs out. And the safe is just on my left here. There's only 2 spots that it can spawn. I'll show you in a second once I've taken care of all these NPCs that are trying to kill me. So just bear with me 1 second. Okay, so I'm going to do this backwards. First, I'm going to show you where the combinations can spawn. So I can either spawn here on this bench here, over on the bar, just here at the end of the bar, and here it is here. Now, you've got to be really careful, because as soon as you take the combination, more NPCs are going to spawn here. And I forgot about it. There we go. I forgot that they spawned, and yeah, I nearly got taken out there, so very lucky. So let's take these guys out, and I'll show you there's one more location that the combination can spawn at. And that is down here on the end of the stage here, just there. It can spawn there if it's not in either of the other 2 locations I showed you. Now, I'll show you where the wall safe spawn. One can spawn here, and the other can spawn here. And for this particular one, you will automatically appear on your map once you walk past them, so you don't need to really look as you're coming through. Just come through, take out the NPCs like I did. Anyway, collect the valuables from inside, and then you just fly back to your agency. And it's as simple as that. Okay, so just got to land first. There we go. Go inside, and that's the mission complete. Now, once you complete this mission, you will need to go outside your agency, and you will see the big F appear on the map. It will be over at the golf club, and you just need to go to the golf club to start the first part of the Dr. Dre contract, which is just meeting Dr. Dre. So to begin with, this will put you in a cutscene with Franklin where you meet Dre. And I won't spoil it for you, we'll just cut into what you need to do in this mission. But basically you're in a golf cart, and you just got to chase down 2 other golf carts and ram them until the intimidation bar gets all the way full on both of them. And that'll put you into a scene where you need to beat up one of the golfers with a golf club, and that's pretty much the mission. Now, you only need to do that first time through, and that is going to be the same with this second mission. You're just flying out to the FIB building, just going to basically hack a computer, hold off a heap of NPCs, retrieve the drive, get out of the building, and fly back to your agency. And I said that one and the golf club mission, those 2 you only ever have to do the first time through. You won't have to do them again second time through. Now, once you're back at your agency, you can come into your office, sit down at your computer, and this is where the majority of players who have already completed the contract once before are going to be starting from. So we sit down at the computer, log in, and the contract is split into 3 sections. We have the nightlife leak, we have the high society leak, and we have the South Central leak. Each one has 2 setup missions and a finale. If you wish to replay the first 2 missions again, you can come down here and do that. You don't need to do it. I obviously replayed them for the purpose of this video, but you don't need to do it. You can go ahead and you can start the nightlife leak, which is going to be the nightclub. So click on the top there, and then come down the bottom and click start. From here, you're going to fly out to a nightclub anywhere in the city. I've got one nice and close to my agency, which was a bonus for me. So you just come down and you want to enter the nightclub. And if you own a nightclub yourself, well, then you're going to know the layout already. It's going to make it a bit easier for you. Just you're coming in through the service bay, the service door. the garage, whatever you want to call it. And just want to take out all the NPCs, and just you probably want to do it as stealthy as possible, just makes it a bit easier. So you take him out, the guy at the back here, then these two. Come in here, take this guy out. Then once you're in here, you want to take the guy out up the top here first. This guy right there. And I almost always break stealth here, so yep, take these guys out. And then one on the staircase there, and then I just jump up into the DJ booth here and come up into the office this way. Just find it much quicker. Whoops, that's not the way to do it. There we go. And come up through here. There's two guys in the office here. Someone's shooting at me from behind. I'll get him on the way back. So take these guys out, and you come in, you're going to steal the hard drive here from the computer. And then just head out the same way you came in. From here, just jump back on your vehicle. I've got the oppressor, fly back to the agency, and it's as simple as that. Now, the reason I suggested you pick up the armory is after each mission, come into your agency, come to your armory and collect some armour. You're going to need it, trust me. And there's also two locations inside your agency that you can get snacks at. So one is over here, and the other is downstairs near your office, downstairs near your reception, I should say, which is just here. Okay, so next we're going to start the marina. So go start, yep, here we go. What you're doing here is flying down to the docks down here, and you're looking for a green speedboat. So you just want to land on the dock here, take out the security guards as well, because as soon as they spot you, there's only two of them, as soon as they spot you, they're going to start shooting at you. Now what you want to do is you want to jump into the boat, and I had a bit of fun here. This game was just completely bugging out. Well, I don't know whether it was me or the controller or what, but it completely was bugging out on me. Once you get in the speedboat, it should give you the location where you need to go to. It didn't straight away. I didn't sit in the boat long enough, and then I had fun, and one of the security guards didn't die, so I had to try and get him again. He's got back in the water, so you can see I was having a lot of fun here with this one. I'm getting quite annoyed at it, to be honest with you, but that's what it is. It's part of the game, isn't it? Slide over again. You don't want to be doing this. Just get in the boat. Wait a good maybe 5 seconds. It will give you the location where you need to go to. You don't need to steal the boat. Unless you don't have an oppressor or a helicopter, then you can steal the boat, drive out to where you need to go. Otherwise, jump on your oppressor and fly out. So there we go, got the location finally. It was a lot of fun, wasn't it? So get on and fly out. Now, as soon as your weapons lock on, I suggest you fire a missile. It will blow up the helicopter and kill any NPCs that are nice and close to it. But you want to come in and land as quickly as you can, because the yacht does have air defences. And watch out for any NPCs. Take everyone out you can find. You'll see little red dots on your map there, mini-maps, that will help indicate as to where they are. Downstairs will be locked there, so you need to come up to the bridge, taking out all the NPCs on your way. There are a few of them around. There's one more. There is. Or is there one more? Nope. Okay, so come in to the bridge. And I accidentally slipped my railgun there. Don't do that, because I didn't actually kill this guy here. But on the left-hand side of the panel here, this will unlock downstairs where you need to go. And on the right-hand side there, will disable your air defences. Now, if you came by boat, you don't really need to worry about this one, because you're not going to be leaving via aircraft. But if you came in on your oppressor like I did, you absolutely need to knock out those air defences so you can fly away on your oppressor without getting shot out of the sky by the air defences. Okay, so come down the bottom here. I just like to run straight down this way. I couldn't see there was a rail there I needed to jump over. So come in through here, and what you're looking for is a pamphlet with the Diamond Casino on it. So we need to come up through here, take out a couple of NPCs again, and there's 3 different locations that it can spawn. Just make sure he's dead. And one is up here in the bar, and come through, take the guy out there. So it's just on the table here to the left, and it hasn't spawned here. So there are 2 other locations it can spawn, which is down in the room. So we'll go down and have a look. One is in this room on the desk just here. It hasn't spawned there for us. So the last place it can spawn is down the very end here on the bedside table in this room. And there it is there. So you just need to take a photo of this and send it to Amani. And then you need to leave. Now you will need to watch out for some more NPCs as you're leaving, but if you're pretty careful you can take them out easy, they're not that much of a problem. Now once you spawn back outside, you're going to want to jump on your oppressor straight away if you came on an oppressor, and fly off as quick as you can. The helicopters will do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. Alternatively, if you didn't come on an oppressor, you came by boat, you can let the helicopters take you out. You'll spawn on a jet ski not too far away from the yacht. You don't need to go all the way back to your agency with this one, you just need to get far enough away. And there you go, so your mission passed. You just need to get far enough away from the yacht that the mission will finish for you. So like I said, you can get away on the jet ski. So next you want to go to an invite-only session. That'll bring you back to your agency. Once you're there, you go to your computer in your office and start the final mission of the nightlife leak. And this will take you to the casino. And basically, not much to tell you here. You just need to follow what the game says to do. Make sure you've got plenty of snacks and plenty of armour. And take out all the NPCs. Pretty straightforward, really. Now, we'll show you, once you get down to the music locker, what I found the easiest way to go is take that guy out on the top, come down these stairs, and you can take out most of the NPCs from this position down on the bottom here. Just make sure that you're using cover when you need to, and snacks and armour if you need to do that as well. Because they can be quite deadly, they can be lethal. So just take them all out there. One guy up the top, there we go. Oh, 2 guys up the top, beg your pardon. There we go, got him. Okay, so then come across here, and the data recovery, whatever it is right here. You need the backpack, there we go. And I like to kill this guy just because he glassed me upstairs when I tried to take the music off him. He glassed. You don't have to kill him. I like to do it anyway. Back up the stairs, into the car park, and there will be at least 1 supercar that spawns in the garage, so take that and drive back to your agency, and the mission's done. That's all you need to know. Okay, before moving on to the high society leak, what I like to do is either a payphone hit, which I'm showing you now on the screen how to do. You just call up Franklin, request a payphone hit, and the nearest payphone on your map will light up a blue icon, and you just go up there and it's basically just assassination. And if you do what Franklin asks you to do, you will get an extra bonus as well. And at the time of recording this, payphone hits are paying 50% more, so definitely worth doing. Now, also, this week, security contracts are paying double money as well, the week that I'm actually uploading this video, so I like to do a security contract as well. Now, if you haven't got the 201 security contracts up, what I recommend, instead of doing a payphone hit here, is do the security contract, because that's going to build up passive income for you over time. The more security contracts you do, the more money is going to go into your wall safe until it maxes out at $20,000 every 48 minutes once you reach 201 security contracts. Okay, so if you've got that maxed out already, do a payphone hit in between each of the leaks. If you haven't got that maxed out at 201 security contracts, then do a security contract. Both for just a bit of extra money. Doing the security contract will give you the passive money coming in through your wall safe. So it's kind of more of a longer term thing rather than a quick hit to the pocket like a payphone hit is. So with this one, all I have to do is go to the golf club, and I need to get a golf club itself and hit the target with it, kill the target with the golf club. So quite easy. And a couple of minutes work and a nice payout. So after you've completed either a payphone hit or a security contract, or if you're watching it this week where security contracts are double money and payphone hits are 50% more money, do them both. So after you've done both of those, you want to start the high society leak. The first mission of the High Society League will have you fly out to the Pacific Bluffs Country Club. You can go in stealthily, but you don't need to, because as soon as you kill the first guard, you're going to break stealth anyway, and they're all going to come after you. So just hack the terminal, go inside, kill all the guards, hack the computer inside, and it will give you a location you need to go to. Now, once you locate your target, the game will make you believe that you need to follow the limo. You don't. If you're on the oppressor, or you're in a buzzard, or something with homing missiles, as soon as it locks on, just blow it up. Now, if you're on foot or you're on a land vehicle, then just hop out, grab your rocket launcher, your RPG, whatever you want. Just blow it up, destroy the van, destroy the limo. You don't need to worry about it. Just walk up to the driver's side and hit right on your D-pad, collect the wallet, and nice little cool animation there where you catch on fire. Enjoy that, and then fly back to your agency, and that's the first part there done. Now, just with this location here, if the limo happens to spawn in this location, it's going to be down in the car park here. You're not going to be able to find it by just flying around or driving around the map. So it'll spawn in here somewhere. I personally haven't had it spawn for me yet, but I have seen on YouTube that other people have. So I thought I'd better show you where it is, just in case you get that one as well. Okay, so there we go. Now, for the second part, you need to collect the lawyer here. So just come up here. Your missiles will lock onto all his bodyguards. Just watch the very left of the second level balcony here, because that's where he spawns. You don't want to kill him. You just want to kill all of his guards. So if any of your missiles lock on the second level there on the left, just, don't fire your missiles. Get all the guys down the bottom and then land here. And you can just take the rest of them out with your guns. And then once you've done that, once you've got rid of all the guards, you need to walk up to the lawyer with your stun gun and tase him. You don't want to kill the lawyer. We need him alive for this one. Now, as soon as he's in the car, open up your interaction menu, open up your snacks, and you're going to want to spam your snacks pretty hardcore in this one. So you want to make sure as well that you're filled up on snacks before starting this mission, because these guys that come after you in the cars, they are quite lethal. And if you're not careful, they will kill you quite easily. And, I tell you what, it's close there. I've died a number of times doing this mission. Just make sure you get your snacks open, spam them hard. And you're basically just driving all the way back to the agency. When you get back to your agency, you're pretty much done with this one. Now, for the finale of the High Society Leak, you're going to want plenty of armour and plenty of snacks for this one, and this one does take probably the longest of all of them. So basically, you're going to be driving the car you just stole from the lawyer up to a mansion, and you're going to disrupt the party. Now, what I like to do is to climb up onto this roof. This provides probably the best cover that I've found through all the spots you can actually get cover for this one. And I like to come down here and just throw a couple of sticky bombs onto these cars here. And you're just listening out for the dialogue in the background as well. Dre's going to tell you to smoke everybody. You don't have to wait for that. You can just go in guns blazing if you like, but this is probably the better way to go. I like to select the RPG, blow up all the cars, and then launch a couple of rockets from down here. Eventually, a helicopter is going to come in, and you're going to want to get rid of that one pretty quickly. So what I like to do is get out the railgun, line him up, and missed. There we go. Missed again. So you want to wait for it to get just a little bit close. And the problem is this helicopter can absolutely destroy you. So there we go, got him. I like to get him out of the way as quickly as possible. And then just go back around and just cause as much havoc as you can, killing as many guards, destroy the rest of the vehicles if there's any left. What you might want to do though is up the top there, is you might want to leave those two vehicles, because you are going to need a quick car to get away from here when you're ready to leave. But basically, you just want to keep going. And when you get the bar there up to around about 80%, what I like to do is come over to the back of the building. And whoops, don't do that. Just drop down here and come around to the top and just take out a few guards around the corner, because there's going to be two vehicles up here and you're going to want to jump in one when you're ready to leave. So just come around the corner here and there'll be a couple of guards. There's one, and there's the other, and you just come around. So you want to steal this car here, the red one. It's the Ignis. It's a pretty quick car. So just come around here and just take out the rest of the guards until that bar gets all the way up. You go into a cutscene. The guy you're after is going to escape in a helicopter. When that happens, watch out for the guys coming in behind you as well. You want to jump into the Ignis and follow the helicopter. Okay, so once that cutscene's over, come back over here, jump in the Ignis, and look, I've tried heaps of different things here, and what seems to be the best method that I've found, I've really got to give credit to somebody else, because it was in one of their videos that they uploaded maybe about a year ago, and I've got to give full credit here to TGG. Now, if you've been watching GTA videos for a while and you don't know who TGG is, you've probably been living under a rock. I think most of us know who TGG is and his contribution to the GTA content that's out here on YouTube. Of everything I've tried, his suggestions seem to be the best, so I'm going to give full credit to him for this. I'm not going to own this because it's not what I found myself. It was what I found watching his video, and it seems to have worked the best of everything else I've tried. What was in his video worked the best. So get in ahead of the helicopter as fast as you can, as far up here somewhere, and get out, grab your railgun, and you're going to have a couple of land vehicles as well that are going to come after you. So get your railgun out and spray the absolute hell out of the helicopter, because your homing missiles aren't going to lock onto it. I've tried the heavy sniper and the railgun and stuff like that, but the best way I've found is what TGG suggested in his video, which is to spray it with the railgun. And eventually, if you hit it enough times, there we go, it's going to catch on fire. Amani's going to pop up over the dialogue and say that she's detected that a mayday call coming from the helicopter, and you're just going to have to drive out. And I'm going to set a location here in a second, a waypoint. Just give me 1 second. So there we are, that's where the helicopter's going to land, no matter where you shoot it down. If you shoot it down, that's where it's going to land. If you don't successfully shoot it down, it's going to land on a yacht just offshore, and it does make it a little bit more difficult, but you can still do it. I recommend you try your best to get the helicopter down before it reaches the yacht, though, because it's just going to make it that much easier. Yeah. So you get this cool little cutscene when the helicopter crashes. Almost exactly where I set on the waypoint, and then come across the bridge here. There's a little ramp to jump down. Now, what I like to do as well is call my mechanic, jump down here, and if you've got a vigilante, I recommend calling it in. Just hang on a second, off the tree there we go. Just going to drive up onto this road here, and then call in my vigilante, which is in my facility. There we go. That's going to spawn here any second now, and I'm going to drive down and retrieve the phone or the data or whatever it is that the guy down here's got. I can't remember what it is he's got. I think we'll find out in a second. Pops up on the screen and tells us. Just pull up here. It's a phone. Yep, I thought it was the phone. Okay, so collect the phone. I could just give him a kick, like, as just to say, fuck you. He caused me a bit of trouble there, mate. Okay, so now what I like to do here is come back to my vigilante, which is spawned just up here, and I'm going to jump into the Air Force Base and steal a jet, because again, this is still what was recommended in TGG's video, so still giving him full credit for the rest of this mission. It's everything that he suggested to do in his video, so I'm giving him credit there, because that was his suggestion. It was what I saw from his video. I'm not claiming that as my tip or nothing, but it works. So, and everything I've tried, that's what works. So, land into the Air Force Base here. Got to be careful. Sometimes I have jumped over the fence and had to jump from the other side again. So just steal a jet here, and once you're in it, just fly back to your agency. And once you're above your agency, parachute out and go to the land. Not to the roof, because I've landed on the roof a couple of times, but there's no option to enter in through the roof with this mission. You've got to go to the agency back on the ground level, so make sure you land on the ground when you get back. Now, once you finish this mission, I recommend that you do either another payphone hit, or if you don't have the 201 security contracts round up yet, that you do a security contract. Or if you're watching it during the week this video was uploaded and payphone hits are paying 50% more and security contracts are paying double money, I recommend you do them both. Okay, so after you've completed either a payphone hit or a security contract, or both, depending on what you're doing, you come back to your agency and start the South Central leak. And the first one, you're going to fly off and meet one of Franklin's contacts down right near where his auntie's house was in story mode. and you're just going to go to a location, take out a heap of bikers, steal a van. Once you have the van, you simply just want to drive towards Northwest Santos and just hang around there. Just drive around in the block around there. You're going to get the cops come after you. Call Lester to get rid of the cops and just keep driving around. Eventually, it's a timed thing, I believe, but eventually you will lose the bikers, and then you just drop off Vernon to where he wants to be dropped off, and that's the mission done and dusted. Now, for the next mission of the South Central League, I'd like to make sure that I've got an armoured Kuruma in my agency. And in fact, I actually have a few, but there's a reason I like to have the armoured Kuruma in my agency. So I come down to reception, request the armoured Kuruma, and drive that to the location where I'm going to be meeting Vern. Now, once you meet Vern, you are going to have to jump into his car, and you're going to drive to a location down in Ballers territory. You're going to get into a gunfight with Ballers. Now, this is a timed event. So once I get there, I like to request my personal vehicle through my interaction menu, which is going to be my Kuruma, and just hop inside and take a few ballers out if you want to. You don't have to. It's a timed event. The police will come eventually, and then you need to follow Vern as he goes to question one of the ballers. And you're going to come up to this garage here. Just go inside and just wait it out. And once you're told to leave and leave the area, and the mission will be finished. For the finale of the South Central League, jump in your Kuruma, drive down to meet the other guys, and Vern and Pete, I think his name was, and you're just going to drive to a location where there's a heap of Vargos, and you're going to spawn outside of your Kuruma, but just jump back in and just take out all the guards from inside your Kuruma, chase after the Vargo guy and his car, and try not to destroy the car, but try to take him out, steal his car, drive it back to the agency, and it's as easy as that. And once you get back to your agency, start either a payphone hit or a security contract, depending on what we spoke about before with the number of security contracts you completed. Or if it's this week that the video was uploaded, do both, as one is paying double money, one is 1.5 times money. Now we can start the second last mission of the contract, and not much to explain here. Just jump in Dre's car and drive it towards the studios. Stop just before you get to the studio though, and you will be able to call in if you've got a vigilante, call that in, as that'll help you to take out all of the guards from the outside. There's a couple of cars coming in as well. Just take them all out with your rockets. Go inside the agency and make sure you're spamming your snacks and your armour, because these guys are pretty deadly. Just take out all of the guards. Keep an eye out behind you as well. Keep an eye on your mini-map where they all are. And then once you've taken them all out, you're going to enjoy a nice long cutscene with Dre dropping some music in the studios. Now, the first time through, this is pretty cool, but unfortunately you can't skip it, so if you've done it a few times, you're just going to have to sit through it. Maybe go to the toilet, grab something to eat, whatever. Just do something that's going to take up a couple of minutes while this cutscene goes through, and then you're free to start the final. Just before you start the final, once again, do another payphone hit, or a security contract, or both, as we discussed before. Now for the finale, you're going to want to drive down to this location, and you're going to get put in a pretty good spot actually for cover and that. Just take out all these guards, use whatever you need, snacks, armour if you've got them, keep them coming, and just take all the guys out, and you will get told to drive to LSIA. So you can either take one of the vehicles here, or you can spawn in one of your vehicles if you like, whatever your fastest vehicle is. Drive to LSIA and come in and take all the guards out inside. Now what I like to do is stick to the back of the wall, or keep my back near a wall, and that way you can see all the guards coming around from each side. And make sure you take all of them out. Spam your snacks and your armour, because they're going to take a lot out of you health-wise. Now once you've taken out all of the guards, you will be prompted to find Johnny Guns. He's going to be up on top of this platform here, and what I like to do is just shoot him from here with one of my Mark II weapons. Just lay a heap of bullets into him. He'll go down, because if you come up the top, he can take you out very quickly without warning, and I've died a number of times trying to capture him there and then, so I like to take him out from the bottom, much easier. And then you go up to him, push right on your D-pad, and that will activate the final cutscene. After a short cutscene, you will see Dre beat up Johnny Guns. He will ask you to give him a lift back to his helicopter, which is going to be up near the Pacific Bluff. So you just drive him up there and enjoy the song that's playing along the background. It's not a bad beat at all. And once you're done there, you're going to be paid $1 million, unless, of course, this is the week that I uploaded this video. You'll see I'm with the Dr Dre contract being double money. I'm going to get paid out $2 million. And that's going to do it for this video, guys. This took a lot of time and effort to edit this video for you, so I hope you really enjoyed it. If you did, please give a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. I said a lot of work went into doing this video. Feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. I'm still trying to build my community and my following here on YouTube, and I really appreciate that. And that'll do it for this video, guys. Happy gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.